I've audited over 83 different Klaviyo accounts in the last few years, and I see the same mistakes e-commerce brands are making time and time again. And in this video, I'm going to share 3 of the biggest mistakes I see e-commerce brands making and how to fix them. So if you're making one of these mistakes or all these mistakes, then not to worry, because in this video, I'm going to show you what they are, I'm going to explain what they are, and I'm going to show you how to fix them. Okay, so let's get right into the video. Just a quick refresh here on the Klaviyo dashboard, so you can see that I'm qualified to speak about the topic of Klaviyo and email marketing. We've been doing this for the past 5 years. You can see here, one of our clients, just over $309,000 generated just from Klaviyo in the last 30 days, 32.38% of total revenue. And this is just email marketing. It's not even SMS. SMS is on a different platform. So with that on top of email, it's even more than 32.38%. And as I mentioned, we've been doing this for e-commerce brands for the past 5 years. And what we do is we manage everything Klaviyo related. So when it comes to strategy, copywriting, design, implementation, your email marketing calendar, and also SMS as well, we manage all of that for a handful of 7, 8, and 9-figure e-commerce brands. If you're doing at least 7 figures per year as an e-commerce brand and you're looking for someone to handle your email and SMS marketing for you and really drive up that lifetime value, increase the revenue that's driven from email and SMS, then we might be a perfect fit for you. So what you can do is you can come down below this video. Just scroll down, you'll see the first link right here. If you click that link, it's going to open up this page on my website. You can book a call directly with me. Just find a time that works best for you. And you can also see some of the brands we work with, some testimonials we received, both written and video testimonials on here as well. So you can see what we're all about. Okay. So with that said, let's dive into the 3 mistakes I see e-commerce brands fix. And I'm going to show you how to fix them. So the first mistake that I see e-commerce brands make is that they don't have a persona in their emails. And what this is, it's in the email signature of your emails. You're signing off with a human, and you include a photo and a name and sometimes even a signature as well. And the reason why this is important is because your customers now associate a human with your brand, and they're more likely to build connection with another human rather than just a faceless brand. Okay, so rather than just getting an email from Apple, it's Sarah at Apple. Okay, and now it's like they get emails from Sarah, not from Apple. And it feels a lot more personal because email and SMS are both very personal channels, right? You're going into someone's inbox, you're going into someone's phone. And by putting a face and name to your brand, it makes you come across a lot more human. So how do you actually do this? Well, I'm going to show you an example from one of our clients. So this email that I have pulled up here is one that we sent out for one of our clients during Halloween. And this signature section right here, it says stay awesome, and it signs off with Anna Millian, which is the head dental technician at this company. And it has a photo. And what this does is, like, this is an oral care related brand. So we're using a dental technician for some authority, but it also puts a face to the brand, and it also has a name and a signature. And most of the emails we send out have this persona. And sometimes we send them from the founder. And if we do send them from the founder, we sign off with the founder's name and photo and signature as well. If it's a plain text, it's just the name and the title. So that's just something you can do. And it's very, very simple. You just add a signature that's on brand to the bottom of your emails. And now customers are going to associate a person, an actual face and human to your brand. And as you can imagine, the benefits of this go beyond that association with the brand. We've also seen an uplift in click-through rates with emails that have these personas versus the ones that don't. So the second area that e-commerce brands miss, or the mistake that I see in Klaviyo, is that they don't focus on increasing the number of people that join the email list. Now, just like increasing your website conversion rate, increasing your list sign-up rate makes you more money. Just like increasing your website conversion rate, you're going to convert more website visitors into customers. With your list sign-up, your pop-up, however you're getting people onto your email list, by increasing the conversion rate of the amount of website traffic that turn into email list subscribers, what you were doing is you're increasing the number of people that are on your email list, more people that you can send emails to, and therefore more people that are going to convert. Okay, so increasing that sign-up, let's just say you can increase your sign-up rate by a 1.5x. Then you are 1.5xing your list growth every week, month, quarter, whatever it is, okay? And that's very, very important. It actually has a very big compounding effect as well. And the web traffic to email list conversion rate should be a KPI that is tracked and measured. And what I would do is, as an action step, is test Alia pop-ups for an immediate boost in conversion rate. I'm actually going to show you their website right now. So this is Alia. They build these smart pop-ups that are designed to increase the opt-in rate. Now, we're seeing opt-in rates above 15%, which is pretty crazy considering the fact that Klaviyo's native builder, we've been able to achieve decently high opt-in rates depending on the offer, depending on the market, competition, all that stuff, of course, varies and you know, impacts the conversion rate wildly. But just to give you an example, where 5 to 6% Klaviyo conversion rate was considered very good for some brands and offers, getting a 15% is a 3x, right? And a 3x in list growth is has a huge impact on the email list growth and therefore the revenue that's generated from that platform. So you can come to their website, you can have a look around, you can read more about, how it actually works and all that stuff. But just wanted to share this with you because this is a very easy thing you can just test out, and it can very quickly lead to a lot more revenue being driven from email. So the third mistake I see is that there is missing DNS records. Now, this is when there's a missing DKIM, DMARC, or SPF. Now, it's very rare that I've come across a brand that is doing decently well, like 7 figures a year at least in revenue, and they don't have any of these set up, right? Usually there's like at least 1 or 2 in place. And what's more common is that there's only 1 missing. So usually it could be DKIM, SPF, and I don't know how this happens, but it's one of the foundational parts of deliverability. And email deliverability is so key because what it means is that every email you send out has a higher chance of hitting the inbox. If you have better deliverability, you have a better sender reputation with the platforms like Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, AOL, etc. And it doesn't matter how good your email marketing strategy is. If your deliverability is too poor, then you're never actually going to make it a successful platform for you, right? So we always like to start here with deliverability when working with clients because, again, it's the foundation, right? And improving your deliverability is going to make you more money. And what you can do is you can use EasyDMarc. So go to easydmarc.com and you can run a free report. And it will just show you which of these DNS records are in place and which ones aren't. And even if there are some errors with one that's already set up. And what you want to do is you want to make sure all 3 of these records are set up correctly. I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like when a record is not there. So here's an example of a report that I ran. And first of all, the DMARC record has a warning. Now, this is not a huge deal depending on what the warning is for. The P is set to none, basically means that it's not as strong policy as you could have. You could have a P equals reject. P equals reject is something that you have to build up towards if you're pretty new to introducing your DMARC. If you have had your DMARC for a year or more, you can increase the P equals to reject instead of none or quarantine. Having it as none is still fine, but yeah, it can be stronger. And it's also good practice to send reports, an RUA report, to another email address. That's why this message is here, where it says your DMARC record is missing the email address provided by our system in the RUA tag. So that's just, again, something you might want to look into. DKIM is invalid, right? There's just none found. And if you don't have one available, if you don't have one installed or set up, then it's going to tell you that, okay? And that's all you have to do. So I've actually included a 4th bonus mistake in here for you guys, and it is about not actively suppressing profiles. Now, most Klaviyo accounts that I see have too many profiles that are inactive and not engaging with the emails that the brand is sending. And what this means is that you're sending to too many people, a lot of people who just aren't going to open or click on your emails anyway, which leads to worse deliverability because you're getting lower open rates, lower click-through rates, and that has an effect over time. You're also likely going to have a higher Klaviyo bill than you actually need because Klaviyo bills you based on active profiles and also based on the number of people that you send to. So by reducing the number of profiles that are active, and we're not talking about just wiping out people who are going to open and purchase, we're talking about those people who are just inactive. And I'm actually going to throw up a screenshot on the screen here to show you one of the suppressions that you could use when it comes to removing profiles. If you want to take this a step further, you can also work with Arita. They're one of our partners. We've been working with them for a few years. But Arita, they have this system that actively suppresses and unsuppresses profiles based on website behavior. They have a machine learning algorithm which detects which profiles should be suppressed and which ones should be unsuppressed at any given moment in time. It's pretty cool software. If you're doing high 7 figures a year, at least, I recommend checking that out because, yeah, it has helped us a lot with this thing. So there you have it. Those are 4 other common mistakes that I see inside Klaviyo accounts when I do these audits. And if you want me to do an audit of your Klaviyo account, we will actually look into the account, see if we can actually help you increase your revenue and increase your lifetime value based on where the account currently is and the opportunities that we see with our strategy and the way that we approach things. If that is something of interest, you can click down below the first link in the video description, as I showed you at the beginning of the video. It will take you to my calendar. Book a time to have a chat with me, and we'll see if we can help. All right, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.